Hello everyone, welcome. I do hope you're doing very well today. Today we are back in Enthusia Professional Racing, where we get to drive the absolutely massive bi-turbo V8 Audi RS6. This thing is going to be a blast to drive. I am looking forward to it. I do hope you all are as well. This is such a good car. Welcome Ford Shelby GT. How you doing today? Ooh. We should do alright in the Sprinters Cup as well. Already doing very good. Already very good odds, so we should be able to get a decent amount of points here. Even with a fairly low stated tune car. The all-wheel drive and the high-powered V8 will help us out quite a lot. Here. On the tight twisty sections in basically London. It's basically London. You can tell it's London. Hello there. Is this the VTuber that likes to show my lap times and make me quit? Oi. Hey, look. That is what I like to call a skill issue. Now, oh gosh. I say as I immediately punt the wall. Audi does not like to turn. Audi is an understeery pig. But it's a fast pig. It's literally because like night after night, I'm just putting in like I'm gonna get another hour and a half worth of practice as well in these cars and track combinations. And I'm basically just learning what the game wants of me. But welcome, Greg, hope you're well today. We are gonna be struggling against this Aston Martin because, well, we got the power, we got the acceleration. That Aston has some serious braking advantage over us. Some serious maneuverability. Oh gosh. Alright, so you need to start braking before the arches, literally. You're gonna be faster than me in my Ferrari, I'm quit. Well, that's not fair. That's not fair. You're already doing 2 sims. I'm only doing 1 sim. I'm only doing ACC. So that ain't fair. Ow. We got punted. We got punted by the Aston. We got punterinoed by the Aston. And it's a car you're just starting with as well, that you just switched to. To sim, and I'm simping as well. That is... You need to have that as your Discord status. Learning to sims and to simp at the same time. Except you get the simping part down pretty good. I'm bullying you, I'm sorry. I shouldn't bully you. I should not bully. That is mean, very mean. Chat, please bonk me for bullying Greg. Cheers. Alright. Nah, come on. Let's have fun with this. I am driving a massive simulator. Oof. That's gonna be a DLC for The Sims 4. Only $30.99 from EA. Alright, I can brake a little bit later. I can brake at the end of the archways. But holy moly, this thing has no brakes. It's a big boy. And it don't turn either. It's an understeery bunch. Literally the only reason we're ahead is because the track is so narrow that the fast Aston Martin can't pass us. And the one straight, it's slow on both sides. So the Audi's all-wheel drive just gives it that acceleration. And I think it has a power advantage as well over the Aston Martin as well. Nah, I never simped. True, I can't name a single time where you simped. Okay, so you gotta brake before the the archways. Good. Yeah, no, simping is mega cringe. You can't. Nah, you saw that. The car just died under braking. It's like Audi built the engine and was like, all right, that's good enough. Brakes, who needs that? Who needs to actually stop? Weight savings, nah, let's just make as much power as we can in this car. This thing is a beast on the straights though. If we get a race at Speediopolis, I want to see just how fast it'll go. Because this is a car that you'd actually take to Speediopolis in this game. The oval. Because of just how fast. Okay, that time I barely braked earlier, and I slowed down like an entire 50 meters before the turn. So I don't get it. I don't get it. But you do it just after the archway. And the archway's not that long. And you're going into the corner. You know, you're going on the outside of the corner and bonking the wall. Don't make any sense, but that's all right. Oh gosh, all right, yeah, I definitely need a little bit more rake on this thing. A little bit more rake and maybe stiffen the rear suspension just a tad because, oh my word, this thing feels a little bit sluggish. I'm back after a long time. Welcome back. How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the stream. We're driving the massive Audi RS6. 4.2 liter, twin turbocharged V8. Absolutely massive amount of weight as well. It's like 4,000-ish pounds. It is a big car. But it's got power too. It's got massive amounts of power. We want to adjust a few things real quick. So let's stiffen the rear suspension. Just a tad. Lower the front. I don't want to lower it too much because it's already fairly low. I don't want to risk bottoming out. Maybe a little bit stiffer rear springs. That'll help get that rotation in the car. It's a long boy as well. It's a long, heavy sausage. All right, we have a Thanksgiving race. All right, this one is a Pacific Gateway. Pacific Gateway is a it is a power track. The reverse version less so. But the forwards version is very much power track, where the Audi will really shine. A couple really long straights, some heavy uphill sections. Should be able to get away very quickly at the start. And let's try to get this as clean as possible. Should be easier here with this one being a little bit more wider than the British circuit. Should be better suited to bigger, heavier vehicles like the Audi. Alright, gotta brake early though. Gotta treat this like the Ferrari challenge in Assetto Corsa Competizione. No steering, no brakes, but power out the wazoo. Yeah, it's been a little while. It's been quite a while actually. But I remember you being on a couple of streams. Welcome back. Gotta navigate the twisty turny San Franciscan streets in this massive, the massive sausage. That is what we're gonna call the Audi now. The big red sausage. So, I mean, look at that. It's round. It's red. It's long. It's girthy. It's a sausage. Oh, and it does not want to turn still. It is still an understeery punk. But look at the speed. Sausage. Want to brake before the 50-meter board. Big sausage. Big German sausage. With a little bit of sauerkraut on top. I'm actually not that big a fan of sauerkraut. It's one of the few things I'm kind of I could take or leave on like my sandwiches and stuff like that. Like I don't dislike it, but I don't particularly like it either. It's just one of those things where I'm like, if it is there, like if they're like doing like a Reuben or whatever, I usually ask them to go just a little bit light on the sauerkraut because it's still, you know, adds to the flavor. But like way too many places, like way too many delis just like load up on the sauerkraut, and you're like, oh, I want to taste the meat, bread, and cheese as well, please. I don't want just sour, sour and salt. But it like in like light quantities, it's pretty good. It's like guacamole. Like way too many places, you know, you ask for guac and they're like splat. Like, bro, but like a light coating, like just a light coating of guac. Like, I don't want like have just an entire mouthful of nothing but guacamole when I bite into my burrito or my taco or whatever. Damn, I forgot I'm still in V-Track. Uh-oh. That's they're racing at Nürburgring this weekend, right? Do wish you the best of luck. You should be fairly familiar with Nürburgring. You raced that not too long ago in the Lambos. Whee! Big air time. And that's the 100-meter board, not the 50-meter board. The basically you're gonna brake just before you're not racing, and you're gonna fully pull out of that series. Damn. I'm gonna be the last ACC driver of Yukai then. I'm gonna be all by myself, all alone. Everybody got converted to iRacing just as I'm starting to get okay-ish at ACC. It's kind of funny because like in my my regular friend group, we were playing Helldivers a lot, right? And if you're not familiar with Helldivers, the first Helldivers it's a top-down tactical shooter. It's like I'm pulling out of ACC. Yeah, no, not fully at least. You're still with me in the regular track races and the endurance races and stuff like that. Like the 25-minute races. Yeah, no, sprint races are carnage. It's honestly my biggest, right now, that is like my biggest hesitation, alongside just how easy it is to lock up with iRacing. Because I know just how chaotic that gets. You know, pulling out. Oof. No pulling out. You I'm not gonna finish that sentence. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. Oh, the say-so is gone. The say-so is gone. I know where that was going. Yep. Oh, come on. This ASL, the Garaya behind us, little 2-liter Nissan engine against this 4.2-liter massive twin turbocharged Audi. Because this thing literally weighs less than half of what we weigh, it is just able to keep up. It's got the brakes, it's got the maneuverability, always diving down the inside. And about locking up an iRacing. Just don't lock up. Yeah, skill issue, I know. No, I should probably... That's one thing I probably should do is upgrade to load cells. I think at the end of this season, during the interim period, but at the end of this ACC season, I will probably use that time to make the switch to load cell pedals. That way I don't have to worry about adapting to that mid-season. I can kind of, you know, finish that off strong. And then kind of, you know, weigh my budget options. Oh gosh, we got a TVR behind us as well. It's a speedy boy. Need to buy them as well. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the next big upgrade. Like, I'll probably hold off on loads on direct drive wheels for quite a while. But load cells, I think, are gonna be the next big thing. It's just gonna feel weird adapting to like ACC, especially because I've already kind of gotten used to a certain braking technique with that. I'm gonna have no problem with locking up. TV. Yep. Not the Cerbera, the Tuscan. Is that the Tuscan behind us? It's definitely TV. I forget which model TVR it is behind us, but it's a fast one. It's gonna give us a lot of trouble this final lap. We basically have two very lightweight track toys. And then the heavy sausage right in between them. The Raider from Star Wars. The Tuscan Raiders are so much fun. They literally just sand rednecks. I mean, what? Alright, come on, let's just try to catch back up to that, the Garaya. I don't even said about toys. Nope, not starting about toys. Oh, come on, Sausig. Get around the chicane. Get around the bus stop. Man, the Garaya, though. That is a speedy boy. Little tiny mid-engine track toy. Absolutely beating up on this big Sausig here. The big red Sausig. Like, wow. The Garaya was such a missed opportunity. I wish they actually made that. Can you imagine just like a tiny lightweight Japanese track toy? You know, the kind of better replace the MR2 and everything. But Nissan powered. Like that would be so cool. It's a shame it only exists in like the racing games of this time period. Okay, we at least got a little bit more grippy boys. And more power. That's the last thing this car needs. This thing's already got what? This thing already has what is this? Like 450 horsepower, something crazy like that. Like it's got a lot. Yeah, we got a little bit more grippy socks. We got the all-wheel drive grippy socks. Cat paw ones 100%. Yes, the German cat paw grippy socks. Ooh, we could probably do the Japanese Grand Prix at Tsukuba, with it being mostly hairpins and everything. The all-wheel drive of the Audi, it'll give us a decent performance. That Skyline is going to be very, very quick though. And you see that Audi A4 just ahead. That is also going to be a fairly quick one. if that's a high enough level car. But we gotta use everything to our advantage. Try to keep this as clean as possible, and really be aggressive. Stay ahead of the field. I think on this track, Tsukuba, all-wheel drive cars will do very, very well here. Usually, if you watch like a lot of the time attack stuff, the fastest vehicles usually are the all-wheel drive cars, like the Lancers and the Skylines and the Subarus and stuff like that. Because they're able to get the most grip out of the slow speed corners. Tsukuba is fun. Tsukuba is amazing. I absolutely love this track. Formula E needs to race here. So, blue Lancia Strettos. Yes, the little Italian Italian rocket ship. Absolutely love the Stratos. Although, ironically, it's not my favorite Lancia rally car. My favorite Lancia rally car is the 037. The Stratos is a close second or third, depending on how I'm feeling about the Delta that day. Oh, gosh. Brakes. Brakes, where art thou? It's also an iRacing. I know it is an iRacing. But it's mainly used in like the slower car series. The Donta Integrale is best. Yes. I love the small little idiot cube. It is my favorite Group A rally car, the Delta. But the 037 is one of my favorite Group B rally cars, alongside the Quattro. To be honest, I have like 500 favorite cars in real life. Same! Well, your top 10 Dream Garage changes on the hour of, oh, this would be fun to own. But this would be also fun to own. But this would be so cool. Oh, but this would be so much fun for like the winter time and everything. Oh, but this would be cool for like beach trips. Well, you don't want to race Clios around Tsukuba. What are you talking about? I want to race Clios around Tsukuba. I want to, like, if I'm doing iRacing, the biggest thing I want to be doing in that is racing shitboxes. Unironically, I am going to be racing shitboxes, like, most of my time in iRacing. Or, like, the super low, like, no downforce Formula cars, like the Formula V or the Formula 1600. And then when it comes to endurance events, then I'll be racing, like, the GT3s with you guys and everything. But, like, I want to race the shitboxes around, like, club circuits and all that stuff. Things you can't do in other sims. Well, not as easily, anyway. LMP2? Ah, that'll be a while before I do LMP2s in iRacing. Like, it took me a while in ACC for GT3s to no longer feel overwhelmingly fast to me. Well, GTP, that's even faster! Don't bully me like that. Don't bully me like that. I will get to that once I get up to speed. Maybe. But the vast majority of my stuff will probably be much closer tin top, like touring car style racing. I know you said you want to do the Bathurst 1000 in the supercars. Like, that'd be kind of fun, honestly. Getting like a group together to do that in iRacing. Because I quite like Bathurst. It's a scary track. It is a very, absolutely scary track. But it's also a very fun track as well. Super fun. Oh gosh. Group? What's group? What is group? In real life, there's only 2 drivers. Yeah, oh. I mean, 2 is still a group. Unless we do more than 1 entry into that. Get 2 separate entries Just like in real Aussie touring cars, we have teams of 2. You know, we have 2 different cars in like a team as well. So you have like 2 guys in one car and 2 guys in another car. That's a group. Because you've seen like, you know, the Holden Racing Commodores and all that stuff. There's multiples of those. You've seen, you know, the Pepsi Max, Ford Falcons. There's multiples of that. Like, you do have team racing in the Aussie supercars. So if we could get 2 Yukai, you know, get 2 Yukai cars in there. So that's a group of 4. 2 guys per car. Like that would be fun. Especially if we can get into the same split. But that is a long ways away. Big thing, get through current medical issues, upgrade rig, and then at least start learning iRacing, learning the iRacing process. We need Leon and Yukai. Yes. Of course, only for, yeah, of course. And for media stuff too. Like he makes the great shit posts on the Twitter. Like his photo editing and his video editing is much better than mine, with a much quicker turnaround too. I don't know how he does it that quick. I'm very much behind on the current video I'm working on, the Cherokee review, and that's just because I've been busy, constantly going to doctor's appointments and everything, so I just haven't had time to work on it. It is still being worked on, I assure you. It is just at a much slower pace than I wanted it to be. Oh my gosh. The brakes in this thing just do not work. Like, I am braking earlier and earlier, and the car is just like, no. No. I don't want to slow down. Oh gosh, easy. This model is super cute, and he looks pretty. Bruh, you are down horrendous. Down tremendous. There we go. Actually finding an apex here. Actually finding an apex. Press X to doubt. I'm trying to talk to humans. Yeah, nah, by all means, reach out to him. He's genuinely friendly. Comment on some of his posts and all that stuff. You can also follow his other Twitter page as well, the more automotive journalist media page. The Razu, whatever it is. The brake disc is suffering from overheating. Yeah, Audi put all the R&D into the engine, and then for everything else, they were like, good enough. Good enough. The tires are like melted. The brake discs are probably like red hot. The brake pads are probably glazed over. The brake pads are maple glazed. Oh gosh, even when you try to trail brake for that extra rotation, the car just doesn't. The car just doesn't want to can. Though I know I can and can't do. There's no with them. Just want to learn how to talk. Oh yeah, definitely. Let's reach out, say hi. Please, like Frankie. Now I need to make a ship post for Frankie. Put his face on like a bottle of like maple syrup. I gotta like change the logo, get all the fonts correct and everything. Just maple glazed femboy. I gotta practice my photo editing skills. All right, come on. Let's do this. Oh gosh. This car is struggling though. It is a chunky boy. This is even the first. This is the first generation of the RS6s as well. The C5 chassis. So it has even like doesn't even have like any aero or anything like that to help it. It is just putting as much power into a sedan as possible, and then calling it a day. Before Audi kind of started caring about handling. Although it could be worse. Like we're in the sedan. The wagon is even heavier. The wagon sausage is even heavier. Like that is surprising. I mean, not surprising because it's more material and everything. Hey, don't be mean to it so it eat it more than it should. Oi. I'm sorry for making the Audi stress eat then. But holy cow, it needs to take a corner. Like, I am absolutely bullying this sausage to the corners. I am literally Scandinavian flicking it through like every single hairpin just to get it to turn. Tracks in the Gran Turismo games as well. Yes! Tsukuba. I used to not really like it that much because it was super flat, but then like I found the joy of racing like the street cars here, and it's an absolute blast. Like I absolutely love Tsukuba. I would love to see more like international race events that are broadcasted be done here. It's just such a cool track. And since the track itself is very short, like a whole manner, like a wide range of like slower cars can like do battle here without it being boring. Everything from like Miata Cup cars and like other spec series to doing like the time attack battles where you have sub-minute lap times on the crazy aero cars. Like it is cool stuff. Also, welcome to the stream, Fred Thug. Hope you're doing well. Right now we are trying to get the massive B5 generation, sorry, C5 generation Audi RS6, the red sausage, around the track. Got a twin turbocharged 4.2 liter V8 engine with the obnoxious backwards timing components. Oh my word! Still no 105s though. But we're close. Damn, I know you can race Miatas. Yeah, I know. Me. I've already told you when I will be getting iRacing, just not currently. Gotta get a couple other things sorted, yeah. Yeah, I'm used to watching videos. Welcome. Good to have you back. Oh my word, though. This thing is absolutely massive. I was reading up on it as well. The C5 generation of the Audi RS6, it didn't last that long. Doesn't mean I can't believe that. You punk. You absolute punk. This is the C5 generation only lasted like 3 years. It went from 2002 to 2004. That's a very short time. I'm surprised, which means that the C5 generation probably is actually fairly rare. And I imagine the high performance variants like the S6 and the RS6 are probably worth a decent amount if they're in really, really good condition. Because you got a high performance luxury sports sedan. I know I definitely wouldn't, if I had the penny for it, I wouldn't mind owning one of these in real life. This is a very, very nice car. And it has the A8 from '04. Oh gosh, so it's even bigger than the C5 chassis. Yeah, you get the huge. I think the A8 that one had the naturally aspirated 4.2 liter FSI engine, right? Or did the A8 have the bi-turbo? I'm trying to remember. I'm not as familiar with my German cars as I should be, especially like the really big ones. The more compact ones I know a little bit more about, but the smaller one, but the bigger ones, like your Mercedes S classes, your A8, your BMW like 5 Series and everything, I'm a little bit more rusty on. I don't know, I was young at the time, I was in it, but he still has it. Oh, if he still has it, you can probably ask him. Daddy's a real life luxury audio owner. Yeah. Meanwhile, my it doesn't work. I mean, so he's got the true Audi experience. Oh, Audi's never gonna sponsor me now. Sorry. Sorry, Audi. But I mean, let's be honest. It's true. The electronics are gone. German car moment. German car moment. For the third time. Double German car moment. All you need is the classic Volkswagen timing chain death rattle. Other race to it too? Yeah, I'm not using that for this game, but usually when I do like my ACC stuff, off stream, I usually use the racing wheel for that. It is a lot of fun. I got the Thrustmaster T248. That served me very well. And then prior, a couple years back, I used to use the Logitech G29 in my my Gran Turismo Sport days. Back when I was, you know, trying to get into like the with the pros on that type of stuff. I never made it, obviously, because I'm not nearly that quick. But I put so much time into Gran Turismo Sport. Then I kind of got burnt out of sim racing when GT7 came out, and it was just Gran Turismo Sport, but worse. Like it has less single player content, or it feels like it has less single player content now as a mainline numbered Gran Turismo series than Gran Turismo Sport did at the end of its life. The spin-off that was meant for online esports racing, which is kind of sad. The G920 it works really good. Yeah, no, the solid starter rims, solid starter wheels, and they'll get you pretty far without too much more, you know, needed to do to them. But I upgraded the rig quite a lot. I went from being clamped to a desk to a full-on like rig in anticipation for GT7, and then GT7 just kind of disappointed me, so I got burnt out big time. And it wasn't until I joined a league in ACC where I really started getting back into sim racing, and like actual sim racing as well, not just like Gran Turismo. Not that Gran Turismo is bad, it's just there are other games that are a little bit more in depth. I still love the old Gran Turismos though. The single play content in those is delicious. Those R5, baby. Yes, the Moza R5 is. That's what you've got. The direct drive that's nearly trying to murder you every time there's a collision. And have teammates? I do have teammates. One of my teammates is in the chat with us right now. One of my other UK members, Greg, right here. He is very quick. He's a speedy cat boy. Make sure you follow him on Twitch as well when he actually streams. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. Play more Gran Turismo 4, Greg. I'm gonna bully you back. You gotta stream more as a VTuber, you punk. When I was quick. You have a couple iRacing victories to your name. I wouldn't say you're not quick. I guarantee you put me and you in iRacing, you will run rings around me for quite a while until I get up to speed with the controls and what that sim wants me to do and everything. Especially because I learn by watching faster people do it. GT1, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. That's a good collection. I definitely recommend, if you have the chance, play 2. 2 is a very, very, very good one as well, especially if you have an emulator. There's a ROM hack that's Gran Turismo 2 Plus, and it does a bunch of bug fixes, as well as it adds more content to the base game, and it is a really, really good one. I like that one as well. Now at the most, I almost broke my wrist only 5 times. That's a small amount. Gosh, you gotta coast massively around these turns here. Indy no banking. Indy no banking, Indy no grip. Gosh. This must be what the NASCAR drivers feel like, trying to get around the square turns of Indianapolis. It is definitely an open wheeler oval for sure. Come on, Summon Sigma head. Don't do that. The last thing I need is to have to try to find a new teammate. Yes, that GT2. Now you need to get the mod in Gran Turismo 2 you can download. And I've heard about the Gran Turismo A-Spec mod. I haven't played it yet. I may play that eventually, but I want to play some more of the base games. I think after I get done the surgery next week, the week afterwards, I might alternate between Enthusia and going through the first Gran Turismo on my Thursday streams. Just because I'm getting a little bit burnt out with Car Mechanic Simulator. I'm gonna give that a rest for a little bit until, you know, I want to pick that back up again. Because as fun as it is to have the chill vibes and everything, I also like, you know, racing. I like the racing on the cars just a little bit more than I like the working on the cars. They both are fun. Oh my gosh, this thing sounds so good in the tunnel. You getting surgery? Yeah. To this Tuesday. This Tuesday I will be getting surgery, and it's not gonna be bad, you know. It's not gonna be atrocious and everything like that. I should have a fairly quick recovery time, but there's probably not gonna be any streams next week, just because I am gonna need a little bit of time to recover. More so just because, you know, it is gonna affect my voice. I'll probably be just a little bit low energy. But the week after that, I'll be trying to I'll be trying to, you know, go back to the regular stream schedule as well. Hopefully I won't be needing to find a new teammate, but it's really hard. Oi, don't worry. So the surgery's got an incredibly high survival rate, so don't worry about that. I'll probably make a full announcement like Sunday. I'm trying to find the right words to actually make the announcement, because I don't want people to panic, because it's nothing to worry. It's not bad, but just post a meme. No, that is absolutely the wrong way to go about that. Why? Alright. Unofficial announcement here, basically. It's gonna be what's known as a thyroidectomy. They're going to be removing... Supposed to be uploading to TikTok, but so lazy. Oh yeah, I unfortunately don't use TikTok. I'm not a big fan of that. But yeah, they're going to be removing my thyroid as well as some lymph nodes. Because I got the big C, and it's not COVID. The other C. But don't worry, it'll be fine. It's you know, high survival rate, super easy to do, fairly quick recovery time. It's like I said, I don't want people to worry. I don't want people to panic. Like I don't you know, it's my cross to bear, you know? I'll look up a rare Yukai post. Oh, is there actually a team post? Max Payne. There is no meme. Give me your painkillers. For the best. Thank you, Adachi. Thank you. Yeah, don't worry. The recovery period is gonna be pretty quick for the most part. Like, it's usually a couple days. It's usually a couple days of just having a sore throat and everything. You know, it's not terrible. Like, it's bad. It's bad to have the big C. When you hear the word, everyone gets scared and everything, and understandably so, because it's not good. But of the big C's, this is one of the better ones to have. You know, it's high survival rate, fairly easy treatment, comparatively anyway. Nah, I'm scared. Who I'm gonna be telling that I'm alone if you're gone? Damn, I get scared because it's survival rate. Nah, don't worry. It's like a 98% survival rate for this one. It's like really high. A lot of known treatments and everything. If it was something like wisdom tooth, nobody would. Yeah, that's the thing though. Like, that's also what I was kind of like. I don't know how to make the announcement. I am gonna make like an actual official announcement Sunday. We can kind of go into more in detail of like exactly, you know, what all is happening and everything, what's going to be happening and all that stuff, the recovery period and everything, as well as do like, you know, frequently asked questions on, you know. I'm gonna post a community here, Discord, and then on the Twitter as well. But no, the biggest thing though is I just don't want people worrying about it. Like it's here, it's happening, it's got a known solution. It's one of the things that it's for me to do it. I got it. Not that I don't appreciate, you know, sympathy and all that, but I don't want to turn into a, oh poor Isaac, oh my gosh, and all that stuff. Like it's, you know, it's unfortunate, but it happens. Too late. Alright, wait. Still remember when I got the... Yeah, I know. But don't worry. It's a fairly straightforward treatment. Crash out the race at Watkins. I'm sorry. You punk. You were the one that wrecked the car. You were the one that wrecked the car in iRacing. How long I'll be out? Not that long. Probably a week max. The risk of complications is very low. Oh yeah, no, she's been super supportive. She will help out a lot. My work has been really supportive as well. We've kind of re-delegated tasks for things that I can do while working at home. A lot more kind of like bookkeeping, a lot more like computer analysis, stuff like that. So that way I can, you know, have, you know, ice packs and all that stuff, you know, on my neck and everything. I believe Discord is not so popular in some countries, but some of my old schoolmates have Discord. Yeah, it's definitely a bit more of a like an American thing usually. Now he'll be out for at least 14 days and he'll be simmering. You just don't want to do wet Silverstone. You just don't want to do the V4H on Silverstone. I know you. I know you, you punk. You're trying to weasel out of that. You're trying to weasel out of that, you little silly bean. We're doing that race. We're doing that race. That'll be the test for how well I'm recovered. Oh, that is a fast Bugatti. Just want you to be chill. I'm gonna do the race. Nah. Come on. Trust me. The biggest thing for me is getting back to a sense of normalcy as quick as possible. Like, it's like I said, I don't want to be thought of as like, for lack of a better word, like a Make-A-Wish kid or whatever. Like, the Avengers aren't gonna be coming to see me and everything. It's you know, it's a procedure. It'll get done, and I'll be sore for a couple days, but I'll still be able to drive. Hell, if I'm putting faster times in practice at Indy than you, if I'm putting faster times at Indy than you, then you have to let me race, okay? That's the deal. Made me feel bad last time. Yeah, I know, I'm sorry. Some people don't like trying new things either. All my Asian and Middle Eastern friends use WhatsApp. Yeah, WhatsApp is a very popular one. When my wife went to China, she used, we had to communicate with, WeChat was the one she used there. That was the Wreckfest stream. It was. It was like the pre-chat to the Wreckfest stream. But yeah, no, official statement Sunday. But it's, long story short, it's nothing to worry about. WeChat works with Billy, yes. Yeah, because that's kind of like the Chinese equivalent. Because a lot of non-Chinese media apps and everything are banned in China for various reasons. Just because China doesn't like Western media and everything getting into the country. They have a very strict control over what does and is not able to be presented to the Chinese citizens and everything. Yeah, it's a very interesting. My wife was telling me about it during her time over there. She's like, yeah, like a lot of movies that you get in the States we don't get in China. Well, it's time to practice data to make you not race. I don't know. I'm running low 37s, 36s at Indy, consistent 37s as well. Like, don't worry, I will be fine. Hell, last season I did 2 races while sick with the flu, and one of those was Coda, where I got my highest scoring position in the old Mercedes. Alright? I am small, but I am built different. Bro, I'm gonna find a pro time AC, you won't race me for rate. Bro, flu is something. No, you don't understand. Like, I literally, like, was ill. Like, I had a bucket. That kind of bucket for you know exactly what next to me the entire race. Thankfully, I didn't need to use it. But, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. I had some sort of like stomach bug or something. And that was actually one of my best races. I'm just built different. And besides, you're not gonna stop me from racing on an American track. Indy is my city. Coda is my city. Laguna Seca is my city. My best race is Coda as well. It was after a huge mental. See? The best steel is forged in the hottest of flames. Probably. I'm not too knowledgeable about metalworking. This is a bucket. Dear God. There's more. No. I miss the soldier voice actor. Rest in peace, man. The soldier. As much as I love playing the engineer in TF2, because then I didn't have to aim that much. The soldier was one of my favorite characters in like all the animated shorts and the animated series. The soldier was just so fun. Like he was that perfect blend of like just smart enough to know he's doing something stupid, but does it anyway. And that is my kind of guy. Also, damn, that Bugatti is fast. Nah, you're not racing. I am racing Silverstone. I'm racing Silverstone. I am not gonna let you suffer in a game you don't want to play. Plus, come on, it'll be like my very first endurance race. You're gonna really make me miss my first endurance race? I'm doing it. I'm doing it, and that's final. You're gonna make me miss my first. Oh, you punk. you dare use my own spells against me, Potter? The first one can be Watkins going. Nah, cause then there's only 2 left in this season. You already made me miss Suzuka. I'm gonna pull out that card. You already made me miss Suzuka. You're not gonna make me miss Silverstone. I'm gonna get Palu involved. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck getting Palu involved. With ACC stuff. Besides, I need to get good. And the best way to get good is to compete when you're not at your peak anyway. So that when you do reach your peak, physical capabilities and everything, then you're even faster. Then you're even, it's like running with like the weights, with like the ankle weights and like the wrist weights and everything. Then you take them off for the actual race, and then you're like, yes, speed. I am speed. I mean, involved with you not racing. Oi. Don't do that, man. I'm gonna be legit angry if you do that. I'm gonna be legit angry. I'm gonna be grumpy. I'm gonna be grumpy pants if you do that. Late apex here, off throttle, back on throttle, a little bit of curb here. Backwards Radion. Absolutely love that part of the course. Boom. Nice. Angie 5'7" guy sounds kind of cute. Oi! First of all, I'm 5'8", thank you very much. Secondly, I mean, I appreciate being called cute, but hey yo. I forgot. Taros is 5'6". Taros is 5'6". He's a small one. He's a short stack. Oh, that is a curse statement for me. That is an absolute curse statement for me. Even better. Oh yeah, Ed Trailer drops. Ed Trailer? What's Ed Trailer? I'm not too familiar with that. Ed Trailer. Ooh, this is gonna be the moment of truth. Can we win the King of the Year Grand Prix? The Nismo Sylvia. Street Fighter, my bad. I used to be. I just haven't been able to keep up with it as much. I damaged my hand. I just haven't been able to like play it for a little over a decade now, actually, at this point. So it's done. You would be in bed. I'll do the first. Nah. Nah, I'm racing. I'm racing. I don't even care. I'm racing. If anything, I may. If I do miss a race, it'll be the GTC race. Bruh. That's a hell of a start. Alright, recovery drive. We got Punterino, we got Forza lobbied. We got Forza lobbied there. If I do miss a race, it'd be the GTC race at Silverstone. Literally the week, like a couple days after the surgery. But literally, after like a full week, I will be back to normal health. Like legitimately, my dad had the same surgery and everything, because he had it too. Yep. That's a surprise to know as well, because it's usually not genetic. But he had it too. And literally, within like 4 days, he was normal. Like the scar, like he had a scar, but like it was fully healed up. He was doing work and everything. He was back in work, hauling cables around, all that stuff. No issues. Like, don't worry. It's not that bad. We're not doing GTC and before. Hey, come on. We will see how I feel after that, okay? We will see how I feel after that. But I'm gonna be racing. You can't stop me from racing. Alright, I wanna try to get back ahead of this Sylvia. That's Sylvia. You can hear it. It is also fully tuned. Oh my gosh, come on, you sausage. I need a little bit more maneuverability. That Sylvia is gonna absolutely munch my booty if I can't take her out of these corners faster. Watch the Street Fighter 6 because Akuma is coming. Ah, that's a name I recognize. I wonder how Akuma would be portrayed in this game. I was always a Chun-Li main. I like the helicopter leg kick that she did. That was always so cool. Plus also, you know, thighs. People joking he's gonna be a fruit vendor. Oh, look at how they massacred my boy. They turned him into a food vendor. And it's on Street Fighter 5 or 4. You know, once you gave me the context of Street Fighter, I realized, oh, okay. Yeah. But when I just saw Ed trailer, I'm like, wait. Ed from what? Like, is this like a movie I'm not too familiar with, or like? Better than Kuma fighting Kazuya and a Hachi. Oh. Don't remind me of that. Don't remind me of that. I want to forget about that one. Look at how they massacred my boy. Poor Akuma, always getting the short end of the stick. Oh, dive bomb. You're not normally supposed to pass in that corner, but I did. Okay. We do have some more twisty corners coming up. Some more mid-speed twisty corners. The Silvia's maneuverability is gonna... Oh, fuck. Language, Isaac. I mean, look at the Rugel's kid. Wait, I'm not too familiar with that. What do they do to Rugel's kids? We gotta refresh my memory on that one. Okay, so it's done. You will not be racing. Oh, wait. We will talk about that post-surgery. Rugel isn't that OP either in, at least, Baruchi's biggest simp. Rugel's kids are weak sauce compared to... Oh, no. They didn't get the busted gene. Sag. Big Sag. His son has Rugel's regulars as soup. What? Bruh. That is sad. That is dreadful. Holy moly. Imagine not living up to the expectations. We agree on that. First endurance will be what? Nah. First endurance is Silverstone. First endurance is Silverstone. You punk. You stubborn punk. People make fun of his kids both, but want both thinking about it. It's one of those things, I guess, where even though they're low tier in the fighting game, they still want them because of the means. It's like in Rainbow Six Siege, everybody loves Tachanka, despite the fact that Tachanka is arguably one of the worst operators in the game. Don't you dare! He's gonna be angry at you because you're calling him on a flight back from Japan. So he's probably, if anything, jet lagged all to hell. Don't do that. Don't call Palu. Alright, come on, big speed. Let's see what this can do. 1.5 mile long straight with a near fully upgraded V8 twin turbocharged engine. I think they want Makoto too, even though she's a kid. I mean, she could be a very interesting low defense, high speed, like smaller fighter. It's not like Street Fighter hasn't had that type of stuff before. Maybe not literal kids, but you know, they've had other small fighters that have done fairly well and have been fairly upper tier. Need to download the Persona games? Yeah, you do. I'll be probably streaming a lot of the Mario RPGs while you're streaming the Persona RPGs on your channel. Wait, she's a grown woman. Oh yeah, then she could definitely. What is she just tiny and petite? Tiny. She is Futaba sized. just like my wife. She's also Futaba sized. She's a top beast. The key protagonist of Persona 5. Oh gosh. Yeah, Joker. Greg has found the different guys in Persona 5, including Yusuke and Ryuji as well. I like his glasses. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, man of culture. Your Joker's a That is the first time I have ever heard Joker be described as femboy. Yusuke and Ryuji too, but Joker and Yusuke pull it. He looks great in them. I don't know. I feel like Ryuji and I would be like best bros because I am literally a brown-haired, slightly older Ryuji. Like if you want to know what I'm basically like off stream, I'm basically Ryuji. He's basically, you know how like people are like the Ryan Gosling, literally me type people. When I was like doing Ryuji's confidant out, like the entire time I'm like, oh my gosh, he is literally me. He is literally younger me. Ryuji is the same vibe as Yosuke. Yes. I think, aren't they? No, they're different arcanas. Ryuji's chariot, Yosuke is magician, I think, right? Then the credit has lesbians in other games. There's even a bi guy for some reason. I think there is a mod for the PC version of 5 Royal that does let you date the guys, but they're not voice acted, the dates. Or it's, you know, using like little audio snippets and everything. Yusuke is Emperor, Yosuke is, I believe, Magician. That's mod that it is. Yep. I think there's also a mod to make yourself a female in that game as well. The femc mod. There's quite a lot of mods actually for Persona 5. Gosh, this is a close battle. The Nismo Sylvia versus the Sausig. Unless I had a Solution 2, Final Fantasy 7, and Harvest Moon, Rune Factory. Okay, guys, anyway. Sag. At least with people that, you know, want to do that. Oh, that's an understeer. That is a mega understeer from the sausage. I'm in a star. Oof. You're modding those games? Alright, best of luck. You can hook up the girls with the girls and the guys with the guys. Final Fantasy 7, you can date Barrett. You know what's bad though, is even though I know Barrett from Final Fantasy 7, when you say Barrett, my mind goes back to the first major boss in Deus Ex Human Revolution, who ironically is also a muscular guy with a gun for an arm, in a game developed by Square Enix. Or at the very least, a game published by Square Enix. If I put your glasses on, I'm nodding the games. Knotting? What is nodding the games? And ain't even a spoiler, it's like common knowledge at this point. Yeah, Square's pretty revolution at the time. Oh, noting! One T. My apologies. We were talking about game. We were talking about game modding, and all of a sudden I see nodding out of the corner. I'm like, oh, you might have just like misspelled modding. Because the D and the T aren't too far away, and the M and the N aren't too far away either. So you could have like, you know, if you're on mobile and everything, could have like, you know, mistyped or whatever. It happens to me all the time. Twitter says you can date dudes as a persona, but not 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, it is a little strange. You think as the series progressed, like it would open up more options and everything, but I guess I don't know. That is very strange. You know what's funny though? During my time playing the Persona games, I always find doing the social stuff and trying to like manage my time in the social stuff so my stats are high enough to do all the confidants. I find that more stressful than like the dungeons or like the boss fights and everything. It's so weird. So I just assumed it was Hashino's choice not to do that, even though they almost had a gay option. I mean, maybe. I know, or you know, it could be the voice actors' choices as well. Though, given Matt Mercer voices Yusuke. Something pissed me off, like in 3 and 5. What, the confidants or the dungeons? Then like Magician and Moon and 3. Oh, yeah. I'm not as familiar with 3. I've played it once. I guess this best girl, don't at me. Who doesn't love a toaster waifu with a machine gun for an arm? Moon, it's not Shinji. Oh gosh. Shinji, I remember. Toaster wife. Yeah, in 3, I guess his best waifu. She's a robot girl, which is already kind of cute. But she's got machine guns in her arms. He's a heavy set suit with that. Yep. And he doesn't really even get any better. At all. Not one bit. Ugh. Like at least in 4 and 5, like the confidants, as you go through them, like they go through like the character development and everything. Who we're doing so well, like her romance arc is more so a like less physical intimate and more like emotional intimate arc. Like there's not a much, you know, that type of stuff, but there's like other stuff instead. But she's so sweet. And I mean, come on. If that's the problem with those two, they have a set characters with Magician and Moon just yeah. No, they just like they don't change in the game. They just you're just kind of doing the same stuff over and over again with them. You're like, oh, it's almost as tiring as an arc as the Ryuji and Morgana beef arc in 5. Like that. Oh my gosh. I'm not gonna spoil it too much, but it's like everyone in the team just collectively loses brain cells during that arc. I'm gonna be like, we're like Bob, my boy Bob. Yes, based Bob. Yeah, the one palace. Yep. I'm not gonna spoil it, but you will know it when you get to it. That one palace is bad. Like, most of them are genuinely really good, really creative, and really awesome designs. We lost a lot of them. I think the first take was a mistake. But at least eyes are there. I used to argue that's when the storyline. It took a dip, but it came back up during the boat palace afterwards. And then in Royal, you had the third semester, which is, yeah, no spoilers, but that third semester hits like a mother fire truckin' truck. That is good stuff. With one of my favorite villains in Palace After has a lot of mistranslation. Does it really? I didn't know that. That's the thing, I saw a lot of a guy before I talked to him. And he did the art for us. Oh yeah, he did the chibi model. I've never seen any part of him aside from his profile picture. So I'm glad I don't have that role then. Ah, unskippable, unskippable. It is literally unskippable. That is annoying. Used to post it on Twitter before I took it down from Paste Spin. Entire conversation shit. Did it really? Huh. I can't skip it! Oh wait, hang on a second. Turbo. The joys of emulation. As much as I'm sure these people worked really, really hard on this game and everything, and I appreciate them. They made a really, really good game. And we technically, quote-unquote, beat the game here. Because the end goal is basically to beat the King of the Year Cup. Characters offhand are Yusuke, Kasumi, Guru, Joker, and Ryuji. For me, my favorite characters are probably... I mean, I can't really say Joker because he's the main protagonist. But I like Ryuji, Futaba, Anne, Makoto, and Sojiro are probably my top 5 favorite characters in Persona 5 that are also confidants. Maruki and Iwai. Is that how you pronounce his name? The Joker is cute. Coffeeed at his face. Woo boy. Plus also, since I frequently in my playthroughs either date Kawakami or Futaba, like it adds a nice extra layer as well where you're like, you know, you want to kind of, you know, get good vibes with like the future father-in-law and everything. You know? Where you're just like, alright, I'm gonna be cool with you too. I'm gonna be like that son you've never had, but you always wanted. Futaba's so cute. It doesn't help that my wife is literally the same exact body type. And probably around the same size as her. And a lot of the same mannerisms too. It's not about Joker, they won't tell you in the game if I ever playing Persona 5. And a lot of stuff is shown. Yeah. Like so some of the things where you have to have a certain stats to even say, or how he freezes up at the one scene, unless your stats are like maxed on a repeat playthrough, a new game plus playthrough. Like it is, yeah. Like how they don't tell that he's a femboy, we can see that. I mean, we're going from one sausage to another sausage. I mean, Joker is kind of bisexual. Is he really? Makes sense, considering some of the flirtatious stuff you can say to Ryuji. Alright, let's lower the suspension a little bit. We wanna lower the sus. We want the car to be less sus. A little bit more acceleration, and give me some rear lock. No front lock, but a little bit more rear lock, please. Not a spoiler, but it's heavily implied. Yeah, some of the options you can say are basically like, you can be like, hey yo, Ryuji, looking good, my man. Less sus, Namu is sus. Oi! Nah, let's not be too sus. Bruh! We got a 1.7 liter turbocharged engine against the Mercedes SLR McLaren. The quotas, but should have taken my dimension love. Oof. Oomfies. Ooh, a hill climb. Against the Delta Integrale. Yes, let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, the all-road Quattro versus the Delta Integrale. Massive station wagon versus street legal rally car. I just think everyone is buying Persona 5. I'm not too sure. Futaba probably definitely is. Or is just a gremlin. One or the other. Yusuke is probably all over the place. Or Ace. I think Matt Mercer said he wanted to leave it up basically to like as open-ended as possible. As to what Yusuke is. Not Yusuke, yeah, Yusuke is. I'm not too sure about Ryuji. I'm not too sure about Ryuji. Cause like if you do like flirt with him and stuff like that, he's like occasionally he'll like be happy with it. And then other times he'll be like, hey yo, what are you trying to say, my dude? Instead of kind of right dating options versus gauge. Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I'm straight as an arrow, so like sometimes that stuff doesn't. I don't quite always catch on to that stuff. Should I be in the closet? Like, maybe. Makoto's kind of hard to tell. In the room. Okay, fair. Fair. Makoto's kind of hard to tell just because she's just so, for lack of a better word, straight-laced. So she doesn't really express one way or the other, really. And it's not until you start, like, you know, getting really far along in her confidence that she's like, oh, wait. Okay, I may actually be catching feelings. Help! Send me to the doctor. It's a great game with Gage. I mean... There's a reason why so many people ship Joker and Akechi. There is a reason why so many people ship Joker and Akechi. That's all I'm gonna say. To be fair though, it's the Persona fandom. They ship everyone and everybody with everyone and everyone else. It's like the Super Hulock people. It's basically so they can draw spicy fan art of two of their favorite characters. Like, let's be honest here. That is a true intention behind some of the ships. It's basically, ooh, these two characters would be, you know, extra hot together. Let's draw that. I don't remember in 3, but a long time ago I played that. To be fair though, 3 is also a much more somber game compared to 4 and 5. Like, it's still got its flamboyant moments and everything, but it is definitely much more emotionally grounded, shall we say. Shall we say? 'Cause 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 Doesn't help that someone says a Guru Kasumi Joker's a love triangle. Ah, third semester spoilers. Wait, what? They need to check some Joker. Oh no. Oh gosh, what monster have we unleashed? Three Hekatona and Ryod. There's way too many names in the Personas series that are way too close to each other for comfort. You have Ryoji, right? You have Ryoji and Ryuji. You have Yosuke and Yusuke. Nah, no spoilers, literally. Kasumi is literally in the cover. No, I mean more so, like, you know, no spoilers with what happens with any of the characters, though. That's the thing. Like, yeah, you can say that these characters are like in the game and everything because they all show up in like the opening sequence. But like no spoilers on like what happens to the characters. It's basically my golden rule. To the point where I'm literally having Greg guessing who the actual villain is, if there is one at all. I remember them anyways. You're not gonna remember them? All right. Stuff I'm saying is like that isn't even in the game. Yeah, it's basically like the stuff that's been left up to interpretation. Is that the RS6 in front of us? I think so. We are being beaten by our own sausage. This time it's. I'm not saying that. Hey, you're sending me something. I was like, that guy is cute. I was like, oh wait, that's the protagonist. Yep. No spoilers. Give me speed. What I don't like is you can date dudes, but you can date girls. Yeah, I mean, I imagine, especially since the fan base outcry has been large enough, Persona 6, whenever that comes out, will probably have those types of options. I can't imagine they put it off for yet another game after 5. I don't really care about that, but it'd be cute. They better. And Atlas, give us. Let me date dudes. Somebody's a yaoi fan. Is that the terminology? Yaoi? I know Yuri is girls. What's the guys? You know, I'm like 80%. Yeah. It's basically, you know, whatever floats your boats, whatever floats your root beer, whatever rocks your socks. Just tired of the. Yeah, you're like, stop teasing us, Atlas. That was. Oh gosh. I did not know that. That shows how much I know in that regard. Isaac.exe has stopped working. I don't even care what it's fashion to see the option is like, nope. Yeah. Oh, I just hope that, like, you have more that goes into the romances in general. It's kind of awkward going through, like, the confidants with some of the people, especially Haru. I always feel bad for her, because, like, she's a sweet girl, but she's just not quite my type. So I've only gone through, like, her romance route once. Yuri is the same, it's the... Oh, gosh. Well, that's awkward. I didn't know that. I still have some level of Seisonose, I guess, because I thought that was more so, like, the more tame stories. Didn't get anyone Persona 5. You got all the mini chocolates instead. You got all the cute little friendship chocolates. Which honestly is a genuinely sweet scene. Nah, you need to date the teacher. I mean, pretty much most of my playthroughs, after I've dated everybody, have been basically either Kawakami or Futaba. Can't date dudes, date the teacher. But you gotta make sure you play a certain Van Halen song while doing it. That's just a must. I've got a bad soul. Nah, I'm not in the age gap. It's always weird with the Persona games though, because like most of the other characters are like really young. Like not like they're like teenagers and everything. So it feels awkward to date them. But then like you date like the actual adults, but you're still like the main character is still like a teenager as well. So that's awkward. And you're like, well, like it's just always awkward. She was like 30 in Persona 5. Yeah, but that's kind of close to how old like that's only slightly older than I am. Like she is my age. So it's so weird. I remember that meme about it. But I'm a teacher. That's the best part. Damn you. I know I'm old. I know I'm old. What do you think the gray hair is? And Joker is 6. Yeah, it's awkward. It's basically, do you date who you would date in real life, or do you date who you think Joker would date in that game? Or do you just play it safe and just not date anyone? It's awkward all around. It's so awkward all around. That one manga with the 16-year-old. Oh, no. Like, Japan, why you gotta, like, that's one thing I would like. That's one thing I would actually like, is if the next Persona game took place just with people that are a little bit older. Like college age, university age. I feel like that would ease some of like the awkwardness of playing some of those scenes as well. And that's why I don't check the character's age. It makes me weird. Yeah, that too. It's just awkward. It's just always awkward. Oh, they pretty much say in the game sometimes. I know they do with Cricket and Rouge. Yeah. Kodo and Haru too, since they mentioned they're senior. Yep. Yeah, they're high school seniors. And then Futaba and Yoshisawa are a year younger than Joker as well. So, yeah. Yeah. Like, a Persona game that takes place in, like, university, I think would be even better. Because the characters have more freedom and everything to do, you know, go out and do stuff and everything. It feels less awkward, like, going through some of the confidants and everything. It's probably closer to, like, the average demographic age that the people playing the game are going to be at. Because those are M-rated games. Like, those are M-rated games. So in America, you know, you got to be 18 years older to play. So it's like a really tiny age group where it's like not awkward to like date most of the characters. And that's basically like 18 to like 20-ish. And even then it's getting up there. They should shut off their brains when it comes to Persona so they forget everything. True. Doubt they're gonna make another Persona 5 spin-off. Alright, what if we made Persona 5, but it was a tower defense game? Nothing against tower defense games, but like, come on, Atlas. Let's start working on 6 now, please. Please. No, we're back in Persona 5 again. Okay. Okay. A fighting game. Don't get me started on the fighting games. Did they remake a Persona 5 and change? Changes you can date dudes. Now the changes you can only date dudes. That'd be full price. I'm not gonna lie, I would pay full price to date Goro. Oi. Wait, I can't say anything. You know what I want to say, Adachi. But I can't say it because I don't want to spoil it. But don't. Don't do it. Don't do it, man. Don't do it. It ain't worth it. You better make me pay full price like that. Oh gosh. We have a very sassy Adachi here. Now I can't even say a paper choker. Need to wait a few years. Alice saying that Guru is a picky. I mean, they're not wrong. They're not wrong. It's just I just wasn't expecting that from you. Oh, don't send it up my inside. Don't send it up my inside, TBR. Him and Yusuke would break you. Yusuke wouldn't even be out of spite. Like Goro would be out of spite because he's just very, very high maintenance. Yusuke would be like, I have 5 yen. And I haven't eaten since last week. Can you please buy me some cheap ramen? With dollar sushi. Thank you. Yeah, Goro be out of spite. Yusuke just because he's broke. Like iRacing. And yet you're trying to get me started in that, Are you trying to make me be poor, Greg? Are you trying to make me be poor, you punk? Guru be like, hey yo, buy me diamonds. I saw these new gloves. I thought they were like they matched my eyes. I use your credit card. I hope you don't mind. Oh, look at this jacket. This looks so good on me, don't you think? Yes? Oh, you should pay for it. It'd be a nice birthday gift. My birthday is 6 months from now? Well, it's an early birthday gift. I already have the 20% off because I bought more than 40 pieces. Bruh. At that point, crack is cheaper than iRacing. Like, I could literally go into Baltimore and buy crack for cheaper than iRacing costs. Note to self, do not do crack. Do not do any illicit substances Drugs are bad. Smoke tires, not drugs. Do burnouts. Don't burn bush. Or do. I'm not your dad. Wait, how do you know how much crack costs? Well, that's a good question, and I don't have a good means of answering that. Research. For real? Yeah, there is no good way for me to answer that. There is no good way for me to answer that. All I say is I can perfectly pass a drug test, and I will be fine. Oh, hell, I only even drink like once a month. All right. Did you really? It's probably out of date by not 'cause my, oh, that's rough. It's not yet. Basically, I knew some people from school that got caught up in that, and they told me it's a few years out of date, but it's probably very similar. It's probably very similar, or even higher now. Let's be honest. But yeah. Also, do not get caught up in that life. You may think, oh, you know, easy money and everything. No. Sooner or later, you will get caught or you will end up in the ground. iRacing tracks are 15. 15 a track. Oh boy. Yeah. What is this stream turning into? You're referring to the drink, yeah? You're referring to the drink, right? Right? Please tell me. Please tell me yes. You're referring to the drink. Oh, that was a dreadful lap. You're referring to the drink, right? No, then everyone would never do drugs. Yeah, no, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not worth getting caught up in any of that mess. Buying, selling, doing whatever. It ain't worth it. I knew people that got caught up on both sides of the transaction. Some are in prison, some are in the earth. Yeah. Coke Zero. Tasty. Ooh, what should we do next? Forward drive race. 8 point. Was someone? Ah, yes. The controller with the thick thighs. Alright, let's do it. Let's do the Speedyapolis. Speedy Indianapolis. With no banking. 4 90-degree corners. In a giant station wagon. Alright, let's go. Oh, I like how once the engine upgrades on a turbo car, as you can hear the more aggressive turbocharger as well, the blow off valves and the whooshing and everything. That is nice. I love the little psh sound as well. It's just it's the little things. And I'm kind of angry because he wouldn't be. Yeah, there wouldn't be. What? Huh? Hey yo, what? Oh. I'm looking down. I'm like, wait a second. It's 5 a.m. Oh, you're working on that though, my dude. You're working on that. Also, welcome, Mr. Midnight. How you doing? We are talking about Persona and shipping and crack. Do not do crack. Isaac Umbras PSA. Oh gosh, this stream has been an absolute train wreck. It has been cursed, but I love it. We got done driving the Audi RS6 sausage, and now we're in the green roll Audi Allroad Quattro. I don't do crack, do Coke instead. Coke Zero, Coca-Cola. Just out of curiosity. Alright, because this is a cool regional dialect thing. What do you guys call the fizzy drinks like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and the like, where you guys are from? Because here in Maryland, we either use soda or we use Coke as a generic for a soda. But you go just one state up north into Pennsylvania, and they call it pop. Especially you get further north into like Pittsburgh. And you wanna know why they call it pop? Because drink go pop. Bubble go pop. We call it soda. Soft drinks. Interesting. And cola. Cola. That's weird, because here we never hear the word like cola used. That's interesting. Woke up at 4:30 a.m. and running on 4 hours of sleep, but damn it, I'm staying up till 2. Oh, bro. You gonna be okay? Also, welcome, Jaden. Hope you're doing well today. Battery acid. Nectar. Honestly, Nectar would be a pretty good name for like a soda. Like a super sweet, like honey soda. Battery acid. I think that's what they call. I think that's what Monster Energy actually is. It's just battery acid. Fuel. Better fuel, Huel. Better call Saul. Better fuel, Huel. Crash. Run 36 hours on 0 Super 4. I'm good. Bruh. To be young again and to be able to do that. I'm in my mid-20s and even I can't do that anymore. And I used to be like an all-nighter. The gamers drink Mountain Dew. Gamer juice. Most people drink Red Bull, to be honest. Yeah. I usually go for like the sugar-free monsters. My personal favorite's the orange one. I like the orange one. Never said it was fun. Oh no, I can't do it anymore. Like, I will legit crash after like 26 or 28 hours. Fanboy juice! Not a tell because Japan drinks a lot of Monster and coffee. The health fanatics tears. Oh. The concentrated rage of a dietitian. Femboy juice. I think femboy juice can be referred to as something entirely else. Like, hey yo. Yeah, exactly, Jaden. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, huh, buddy? Are you buying that Gamer Boy bathwater? Nothing. Ah, you coward. Oh gosh. Nah, that is one beast I would not unleash, is the 5-hour energies. Holy cow, I did that once. During finals week for my final year of school. Nah. That messed me up. Do I drink bathwater? Some people are down horrendous. Some people are down tremendous. Some people are down absolutely. Some people are so far down, they are through the earth, out the opposite side, and are now considered up. Did legs and cardio at the same time for PTDA. My instructor is trying to kill it. Hey, to be fair though, that is a great way to increase your running speed. Is legs and cardio together. Monster tastes like, hang on, that's covering that. Monster tastes like so. Yeah, no, that's why usually I go for like the sugar-free monsters. Specifically the orange one. The orange one doesn't nearly taste as acidic. Ironically enough, it literally just tastes like carbonated orange juice. And that's usually the one I go for because that one doesn't nearly like destroy my insides sometimes. Yeah, like the more mainline, especially the more sugary ones, I don't like. Like honestly, the regular flavor tastes absolutely disgusting, and it smells bad too. But the orange isn't bad. I'm just saying because that one picture on Twitter with the femboy and the monster. Oh yeah, the monster for scale. Never knew running backwards make my thighs burn so much. The shin splints will be real tomorrow. Yeah, make sure you do lots of stretches and ice. For real. Put some bloody ice on your shins now. Tape it to your legs. Get a bag of ice. And put that on your shins and just tape it there. And leave it there for like an hour. Alright? Otherwise, you are gonna hate yourself in the morning. As someone who has done extensive cross-country and track practice and everything, you want to do that. Avoid Twitter unless it's Warrior 64. Honestly, probably a good idea. Twitter is a toxic hellhole. But you kind of need to be on it as a content creator. Twitter as well. Nah, because it's the main way to kind of connect with other content creators. Motto ever since I got the boot camp. Look it up. No. Trust me. Take care of your fucking body. I am gonna legit do a hard swear there. Take care of your body. Alright? You are young. You think you're invincible now. I would tell you, as someone who also tried to thug it out, quote unquote, when he was young, take care of your body. It will catch up to you sooner rather than later. Especially if you're in military. 100%. Take care of yourself. For real. Alright? Promise me that. Do the proper physical therapy recovery exercises, the stretching, the ice, all of that. You not only will you then be more well rested to do the next exercise the next morning, so you can get even faster quicker, but you're also less likely to get injured and have a setback as well. Because you don't want your team down. You don't want to get injured and let your team down. Doing the prevention is much better than trying to mitigate it. Oh no, my left shin is done for. I think I pretty much split. Yeah, but you don't want to end your. You know what's bad? You know what's worse than having one perma splint? Two perma splints in both legs. just ice. Seriously. Problem is you can't look at Twitter without an account, so I have an account for deals. Now I do what I do and I punch one broken wrist, just race with. And yet you're telling me I shouldn't race an entire week after surgery. I'll be fine. Am I the only person who never punched a wall? No, I've never done it either. Let me rephrase that. I have never done it intentionally. I don't know where I can get ice. It might be a bit late now, but don't you guys have like a mess hall or like a cafeteria? If you know like some of the kitchen staff, it might be a good idea to contact them and see if they can't get you some ice. Or yeah, get a plastic bag, put it in the freezer. Would a frozen can of Monster Energy suffice? Yes. Yes, that'll more than suffice. For a surgery for the big C and Durkin versus two different things. Yeah. I don't need a voice to drive. I'll be fine. You need your hand to do the shifting. And all the buttons for like adjusting traction control. And what you're subiendo. You have garbage bags? I don't need a hand to drive. Okay, now you're just being difficult, you little... It's my left one anyway. You're just being a stubborn little cat, aren't you? Greg, you little punk. Broken leg never stopped. Rudy Caracula. Rudy Caracula. Still, that's not exactly great though. You like, come on. Don't need to tough it out. That was my right one. Yeah, you need the right one. You need that to shift up, you punk. You need that for the upshifts on the paddle shifter. You silly bean. You silly cat boy. Remember, I need to have my right hand on the top of the wheel. Yeah. And you still raced, and you're giving me trouble about, oh no, you shouldn't race an entire week. Nah, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. That is a fast car. That is a fast Lancer Evo. He had a stabbing pain in his thigh every time he pressed on the throttle, but he endured it. Doesn't seem worth it. Yeah, no, it's not worth the pain. It ain't worth the pain. Don't let the ego get in the way of recovery, for real. You wanna work smarter, not harder. Use that brain that I know is between your ears. As someone who has had multiple injuries in the past and has tried to power through them and is now occasionally suffering the consequences of them now, trust me, you want to take care of your body. In my last stint at Daytona 24, my knee was shot and it was still killing me. But I'd do that again. Yeah. See, people say sim racing doesn't require a lot of physical activity. No, you're working yourself pretty hard. Especially you got the really stiff springs with like the load cell pedals and all that stuff. My brain is fried from the test today. It's on cooldown. What kind of test did you have? Is this the night school test? How'd you do? What was it on? When I race 6 hours in a 12-hour time period. Yeah. Next year, I want to be joining you on the track, all right? next year. That's the big plan for Daytona 24. So we got at least 3 people that can drive a GT3 car. Hopefully by then, be me, you, Kohai. Paulo will probably be up there with us. So that's 4. And then we have 5 with Yuki. And then probably Charles as well, because Charles, as much as he doesn't like GT3s, could probably do a couple stints. I was on stuff. I pass. No more mandatory extra study. And that's all that matters, is if you pass. The other thing that matters is if you actually know it and need it in an emergency. But usually once you do like the training and do like a lot of the on-the-job stuff, then it kind of comes back to you. Like most of my engineering, I kind of lost a little bit of that until I have to actually use it again. Like my heat transfer stuff, I'm using a lot more in my current job than I was in my previous job. And I was like, oh, I am very rusty in this, and I had to break out the textbooks and everything. But it's fun. I know what stuff is confidential or not, so I'm gonna get... Nope, that is perfectly fine. Better be safe than sorry. That is why I've been so secret about my previous 2 jobs, because those 2 were also with government things. So I totally get you. And one of those was on very, very thingy things. It's like for me to trust me to do the most driving is amazing. Yeah, because the one thing you got for you is you got that mega consistency. You can hit that breaking point, that turn-in point, that apex, lap after lap after lap. So while you can, you know, your peak lap time might not be as fast as people like Frankie or Blani, like, you keep the car out of trouble the most. You have that, like, really, really good car conservation, that tire conservation, the fuel conservation. That's just built for endurance racing. I'm slowly getting the whatchamacallit, the consistency in ACC for endurance racing. But I know I'm gonna need a little bit more work on that as well. Because after about an hour and a half, that's when I start to fade a little bit. I'm gonna say it's had a lot to do with navigation, which kind of goes without saying. I'm gonna be your navigation specialist. Oh, and if that's the case, I highly recommend you study a lot, my dude. Boop. Yuki! Hey, welcome, Yuki. How you doing? Oh my gosh, it's like 4 a.m. for you. What are you doing up? Good to have you on the stream, though. How you doing? How you been? I'm driving a turbocharged Audi station wagon. All good 4 a.m. vibes. Yeah. 4 a.m. best a.m. That is road trip hour. At least the time you usually start your road trips. No, you should get a Lexus. I've driven the Lexus in the game before, the Toyota Altezza, the Japanese version of the Lexus. But right now, I'm basically letting the dice, the random number generators, determine the cars we drive. Anyone feel bad for Checo? I just saw a video about how Max became a monster after round 4 and the pressure got to Checo. Yeah, I feel bad for him. I feel more so bad for Sergio Perez. Dude literally matched, or nearly matched, Charles Leclerc in Ferrari. And he's getting sacked for Lewis Hamilton. Like, bruh. Yes, this is the A for all road. The weird kind of station wagon, kind of SUV thing. Yeah, Carlos Sainz. Did I mistake something? Check it is Sergio. Oh, I'm dumb. I am dumb. Carlos Sainz. Oh gosh. I got my... Alright, do not let Spanish-speaking Twitter know about this. Do not let Spanish-speaking Twitter know about this. They will put hot sauce in my eyes. Hey, it is 11 a.m. 11 p.m. Fuck. I have been up since 7. Alright. It is 11 p.m. I have been up since 7. I am probably going to practice a little bit more after this stream if ACC servers are up. Because I want to make sure I'm quick. I am quick around indie. I gotta make sure I live up to the meme of Isaac whenever there's an American track. Just have the menacing face. Okay, he's gotta hit the grinds. Rise and grind. I'm gonna see you awake when I wake up. I'm flying. All right, cool. I'll make you tacos. I got some chicken. I got the seasoning for the dry rub. I need to get some pico. I need to make some pico though. I need to make some pico. I could go to the grocery store. But if you come over, I'm grilling you tacos. By the way, you can tell Isaac that he can't race after this. No, tell me that I can race. Come on. I'll be fine. I'll be a-okay. Don't you worry. I am alright. Don't you worry about me. Like, honestly, streaming is going to be more difficult for me than racing after the surgery. Because it's just gonna be around my vocal cords. What'd you get the surgery on? Oh. This is awkward. This is awkward as hell. Alright. So. This Tuesday, and this entire next week, I'm not gonna be streaming. This Tuesday, I'm gonna be getting surgery. Alright? I got the big... Long story short, I got cancer. It's nothing, it's no big deal. It's thyroid cancer. High, like 98% survival rate. Surgeon's one of the best on the East Coast. Super quick recovery time too. Like literally like 3 or 4 days. And you feel normal-ish. About as normal as you can get when you don't have an organ that's producing hormones in your body. And they'll give me a medication for that anyway. So don't worry. This is, like I said, this is my cross to bear. Yeah, you're not right. Fuck her off. I am racing. You punk. I'm gonna be racing. I am going to be racing, you silly cat boy. 'Cause I am not letting you do 4 hours solo in a game you're already getting burnt out on. What the fuck? Hey, don't encourage him, Jane. Don't encourage him. He's being a silly cat boy. Ah. We'll do post surgery. We'll do a team meeting to discuss that. Okay. We will discuss that. I'll show you silly. We will agree to disagree. Oh, this sounds so good. The sound. This is basically a luxury Supra. Yeah, we would tell you that you're not yet. Come on, Yuki, you gotta back me up on this, buddy. I gotta see you too, Craig. 4 hours solo is crazy. We've gotta take at least 30 minutes in. You have to hold it for 3.5 hours. Just do what real racing car drivers do and pee in the seat. Unironically, that's what some of them do. Is that they will literally just, yeah. in the pit window. Come on, Yuki, you gotta back me up. Don't dip out yet. You gotta back me out. I already did it multiple times. What? Peeing in your seat? Did you have you already peed in your seat multiple times? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm being bad. This is my seat, you know. Yeah, you did the quick restroom run. Yeah, no, I know what you mean, because I've done that too once in a race. I had a decent amount of damage I needed to repair anyway, so I was in the pits for like a minute. It was the race at it was the race at Zenvirit, the GT4 race. I had like a minute total in the pits. 30-second tire change and like 32 seconds worth of damage. Because I got punted lap 1 and lap 1 turn 1 and had massive suspension damage. Oh, welcome back, Adachi. We're talking about peeing in racing seats. Real racing drivers do have actually admitted to during like long races, they will you know, go. Yes, it's as exactly as gross as it sounds. Look at my eyes, I'm not racing. Alright. I'm racing the dingus, ya punk. You silly cat boy. But by the time I graduate, there'll be a lot of ballistic missile suborders. Which is what I'm trying to go on. Oh, nice. Be safe out there, though, okay? Make sure you don't forget your training and all that stuff. Make sure you don't forget your training or anything like that. You got this, though. I got faith in you. You're not racing. I am racing. You can come in so you're not. Can we at least do like a practice session? And if I can consistently run faster lap times, I get the race. Is that a deal? Alright. If I can match or beat your times in practice, then we still race. No. You punk! At least give me a chance. Come on. I gotta get the, you know, get the endurance training up. I gotta get the endurance training up so that I can eventually race with you guys in iRacing for those endurance races. Oh my gosh, the sound of this car though is absolutely delicious. It should be criminal to make a car sound this good. It should be criminal to make a car that understeers this bad though. This thing is a little bit boaty. First you will be fast, the second you are not racing. Then if I can be faster post-surgery, then that means I am good enough to race. I'm not going to wreck the car. I'm going to have the staying power to do it. I'll be fine. And I think all the cat boys in the team would agree with me. Can we at least bring it to like a team decision then? Alright, and talk it over post-surgery. Let's at least do that. Genuinely, like, jokes down. and see what they say, see how I'm feeling and everything. And if I'm all good, if I'm feeling good, then maybe. If I'm feeling terrible, then I will fully admit then I don't want to race. I'm excited. I forget station in San Diego. I meant to go to TwitchCon. It's Kings Bay. I'd be close to home. It's in Guam. I might talk in Japan. Oh, nice. I'm just messing with. Oh, you dick. You dick, Greg. Then I am racing. I'll be fine. Hell, even if I end up mute, I'll be fine. But no, that is really cool though. I know San Diego's got a big naval base because you get to race through it in Midnight Club 3, which is so fun. And also, one of my previous coworkers back in my old job, he's from the San Diego area. And Greg has one. Because one what? Oh, yeah. But no, San Diego is one of the cooler parts of California. There's a big car culture there as well, even nowadays. So you can maybe go to like some car shows and everything when you're on like shore leave and all that stuff. You can what else? You can catch a who's San Diego? They got a baseball team. You can catch a baseball game there. Like that'd be really cool, honestly. All right, we're gonna do one more race, and then we're probably gonna end the stream. And up for fanboys. Let's do in San Diego. You may want to go to Los Angeles or especially San Francisco for all the femboys there. San Diego is a bit more of a military and like nightlife culture town. I want to go to Florida. I mean, Florida's got a lot of cool racetracks. You got Homestead, Miami, you got Daytona, you got Sebring, you got the St. Petersburg Street Course. Like, there's a lot of good racing in Florida. The downside is, it is humid. It is very humid, and it is very hot. I like hot. I don't like humid, though. If I move someplace warmer, I'd want to move out to, like, the southwest. Like Arizona or New Mexico or like Nevada or like Western Texas. Somewhere in like that region. Tracks, I'm searching for a controller. Florida man. Florida man slides his GR Corolla around a military base. Alright, come on, give me some speed. Fun fact, I mentioned San Francisco. We are literally in San Francisco right now in this race. Alright, big push now, big push. Down the hill. This thing feels so much more nimble than the Audi though. Both Audis. This is like... oh, so much better. The suspension is still soft as hell because it's an older car. And it feels older than the two Audis. But it's lighter. It is so much lighter. It just goes around the corners. First lap done. No problem. Okay. Big slide, catch that. This thing isn't even close to fully tuned, and it is just an absolute machine, though. Alright, so that is definitely a third gear corner. This is a second gear corner. Merge games really suck. I don't recommend. What are merge games? I'm not too familiar with that terminology. That sound interesting, whatever they are. Even if they do suck, it definitely seems interesting. By the way, Isaac, what? What is it, Greg? What's up? You're not punk. Oi. We will wait and see. When you merge items to do tasks. Merge dragons is oh, those games. Okay, yeah, because it kind of relies on like hidden tables or just RNG. Where you kind of like, well, what does this do? Oh, that does absolutely nothing. Alright, what does this do? Oh, that literally did everything for me. One time, and then there's like only one of them, and I wasted it on like this simple task. Okay. Well then. I get what you mean now, actually. Yeah, those are kind of annoying. Especially when they're also like the pay. Like the pay for like extra resources games, like the Facebook games or like the mobile games and all that stuff. And get IRS. I know, I will. Soon, my brother. Soon. Alright, easy lemon peasy. Ooh. Kara's getting just a little bit slidey. Did I hear it still was kind of. I probably should have said patience, young Padawan. But you're not that much younger than me. And you have more experience than me in that game, so if anything, I would be the Padawan. Because I would need to learn what the game wants of me and everything. And the Clone Wars. Oh! Yes! With Maul and Savage, right? Yeah. Yeah. I think that was who said it. It's been a while since I've watched Clone Wars. So if that's the case, that may have been unintentional. But yes. One, two, nice. Even faster lap. I'm getting eepy. I'm getting eepy. The Clone Wars series is so good. I quite like the Bad Batch as well. It's not as good as Clone Wars, but Bad Batch is also quite nice. That is a lot of fun. It's good stuff. I also like the change they made to Order 66 as well. It's interesting. I'm not sure which version I like better, whether it was the clones new and we're just following orders, or if the clones were mind controlled. Both versions are kind of interesting. You can see Bad Batch, you need to watch that. Yeah, it's solid. It's solid. There is there is. With that being said, I'm gonna be ending the stream here because it is getting late, and I need to get. I want to get something fun made for tomorrow. To post on the Twitter and on the community thing here. So that being said, I'm probably gonna be ending this stream here. Thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please leave a like, subscribe. Let me know we're doing well in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know we're doing poorly so I can fix that in the future. I'll see you in my open race next week and the weekend. Punk. But take care, everyone. Have a great night, morning, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Have a great time. Bye-bye!